the food.
Good evening, everybody out there on the internet. It is Monday, October the 12th, 2020, and welcome back to the Mr. Video Game Live Super Show brought to you by Dead Sun Entertainment. Everybody clap your hands, say yeah. Coop, I am not fucking ready for some politics. Boy, howdy, am I ready for anything fucking else today? Hi, I'm Psychercade. I hit buttons here and, help people talk about video games for the funsies one day every week, except for last week where we fucked up hardcore because our jobs are giant piles of shit.
Amen, brother.
This is what we do when we don't want to do our work. We do other work because we're fucking masochists. Anyway, of course, with me always, I have Wonder Boy, aka Brian, aka whatever the hell you want to call him that is nice, because he is a nice boy. Welcome back to the show, Brian. How you doing?
I'm always open to suggestions. So, if you got a fun, cool nickname to throw at me, I will give it the approval variation upon the approval spectrum.
Wonder Bread.
Fuck that. Not into it. 0 out of 10 immediately.
I'll workshop it.
There you go. No, I'm doing all right. Like, I don't know if I'm like 100% on with y'all saying like our jobs are a complete shit. At least for me.
Okay, your job is pretty cool. Our jobs.
It's not that it's cool. It's just that I like it, even though it does wear me out and cause me stress. Because what job doesn't?
True.
For real. But yeah, no. But like y'all, I was pretty busy last week too. We had a lot of stuff for National Coming Out Day leading up to, which was this past Sunday, by the way. Awesome stuff over at outsports.com. I did 2 different podcasts last week with some pretty high-profile queer wrestlers, Effie and Nyla Rose. I also had to watch an entire, like a good chunk of my weekend was taken by watching a good almost 3 complete days worth of pro wrestling over the weekend, and I really did not have time for anything else. So the only time that I really got a chance to touch a video game this week was to download Genshin Impact, which is currently still downloading on my PS4 because that game is fucking. I don't know why it takes so long to download this stupid thing. It's only 10 gigs. And also I kind of went back to a little bit of comfort food and started playing a whole bunch of Dead Cells again. And just to report back, Dead Cells still fucking good. Still fucking great.
Yeah, like nobody wants to hear me speak about Hades again, so
All right. I mean, if you don't, I can talk about that for now, or I can talk about the wrestling match where I saw people get use 9-inch dildos as so.
Wait, you broke up for half a second. 9-inch dildos is, and that was not me censoring.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Is his other suggested nickname?
Yeah. Okay. And honestly, that's better. That's better. So, but no, like I watched a wrestling match where 9-inch dildos were used as weapons.
I actually do have a 9-inch dildo story, but we'll have to do that another time. Lindsay, yes. Lady Merowyn, how are you doing? Welcome back to the show again.
I'm actually here in time for the intro. Holy shit!
I know, right?
That never happens. I mean, that's a joy of finishing work at 8 and needing to do podcast at 8. And I know there's only a 30-second commute from my bedroom office to my office, but It doesn't love me.
Fair
My
enough.
brain is mush. Sorry, guys. It's been a day.
And you may notice another voice in the room, the most amazing voice that we can afford here on the Mr. Video Games budget. HighlanderVO, thank you for coming along with us today, and
Thanks for
glad to
having
have
me.
you. Yeah.
Thanks, Rambert. For anyone that doesn't know who I am, which is probably your entire fan base, I'm Mike or HighlanderVO or Michael or some variety of bald, Scottish, and beardy. I've been a professional voice actor for 5 years, and I've been an unprofessional voice actor for like 30. And I play video games. I do a podcast. It's fun, and I do Twitch streaming. So why not combine podcast and Twitch streaming and come on this one?
Yeah, it's just a little for funsies show we do here, and, it seemed up your alley as well, and also Merwin was really excited to hear your voice live while talking, so...
Yes.
Not to throw you under the bus, Merwin.
I'm totally used to it. It's like job today was bus, so I'm already there. You're fine.
Well, what I'm hearing is I've just to turn to Meryl and go, "Hey, how you doing?"
See, this is precisely why I don't let my mother tune into the show, because she'd be climbing up my balcony right now going, "Where is he?"
Well, I have so many questions that are probably far too personal, but one is she a MILF? And two, can we let her climb on your balcony?
Both are actually no.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. I thought I would ask.
She is the Scottish half of my family, so she instilled in me a love of all things Scottish at a very young age. Many trips to Highland Games.
You have
And
to
then
love the
Dad's side
Highland
was
Games.
Italian and Greek. So
So he hated everything Scottish.
yeah, pretty much. That's why their marriage didn't last.
Oh well, it got dark real quick.
I just get to say that I am the whitest Italian on the planet. I glow in the dark because I got mom's skin tone.
Bullshit. During the summer, you are tan as fuck. I have seen this before.
Yes, but have you seen me just before I get that first tan in?
Yes. Also, yes.
Blind people. It's hilarious.
I don't know how you
Like,
go
the
from
beacons
whiter
are
than
lit.
me to, like, beautifully tan. I don't understand how you do that.
Yeah, like if you were to cut me open, you've got white meat or whiter meat. Like that's about it, you know.
I go from glow in the dark, the beacons are lit, Gondor calls for aid, to golden goddess. But there's an awkward period of lobster in between those because the sun hates me and it's trying to kill me.
I mean, that's still better than me. I was scared of the fucking sun when I moved over here. I hadn't seen it. I thought it was a legend. I was like hiding in a cave.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't talk about video game news and just bullshit for 2 hours.
I mean, if you want that, that's what my podcast is for. It's supposed to be about video games, but it's not. It's just three white guys, or 2 white guys and 1 miscellaneous, bullshitting for like an hour and a half. I'd like to be able to recommend it. I can, but I'd like to be able to. The point is, I'm okay with a more structured show. That's really what I'm trying to say.
Alright, so I think overall, really, like, you could boil down to, like, what we've really been playing between the lot of us to 2 different games. I know Merwin and Highlander both have been playing Fall Guys. That Season 2 has dropped, and we'll talk about that a little bit at the beginning. What are your thoughts on Season 2, guys, so far?
Screw, what is it? Wall Night or whatever it is.
Oh yeah,
I hate it with a passion.
Wall Guys.
Wall Guys, yes, thank you. It's so bad.
What's a
My
wall guy?
platforming skills are terrible.
I really like that one just because it feels so fucking jank. But I wish there was more new maps. Like the fact that there's only the 4, I was like, oh, I'll look forward to seeing them all, but only like 2 of them were good. So instead, I'm just like, oh, I wish there was another new one.
Yeah, I find that's the problem with Fall Guys and me. Like, there's like half of the maps I adore, and half of the maps, alright, exist, I guess. Like, can I get past this to get to the ones I adore?
Well, I mean, that's gonna be that's the same way with any like big like mini game collection sort of thing, like which is the closest thing I think you can really compare Fall Guys to.
True.
There's always going to be some give and take there. Not everything is going to be 100% banger. So at the same time, though, like if something like feels that broken, like
I don't know, I love it. I also like they added a gauntlet mode, so it's like instead of trying, like, whenever you're having a really good run on Fall Guys, and then you get lumped in a team game, and it feels like everyone else are like just ham-fisted and incompetent. Well, now you can just play through it on your own laurels and not have to worry about anybody else.
Ooh.
Which is a great feature. I kind of want them to add like a pure chaos mode though. Like all
Always
team
games?
but everyone's on an individual team.
I actually wouldn't mind that either, to be honest with you. Like, I enjoy the mix between the two. Because, like, even win or lose, Fall Guys is just fun, regardless if I'm getting a crown or just fucking around, which is 99% of my runs is just fucking around. So losing, not a bad thing.
See, I would like to tell you that I fuck around and I'm not taking it serious for most of my games, but the problem is I am taking it serious. I'm just bad. So
I'm in the same boat. I have permanently stated that whenever I'm playing Fall Guys on stream, I am literally just faffing my way through it because there is no hope in hell of me actually being able to get a win. Although I hit round 5 twice last night and then failed miserably.
I mean, like,
have you gotten your crown yet, Marilyn?
No!
I've gotten like a couple. I've won off stream like twice, and I've won on stream I think 3 times, for a total of 5 crowns, and I spent them immediately because I was like, I need proof that I won.
I've been playing since beta, and I still have not actually won a crown. I've been given crowns because of the little victory road thingy, but I have never actually won a crown.
The problem is we're getting the Sonic the Hedgehog skin, and I'm like, that's 10 crowns.
Wait, there's a Sonic the Hedgehog skin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That got announced today, I think.
Oh,
Yep.
I need to boot up. Holy shit.
10 crowns for that, and I'm like, fuck my life. How am I supposed to get 10 crowns between now and the 14th when it goes live?
Fucking impossible. Sorry, Mystic, we really don't have that great of a stream setup here. I really should add, like, bot commands at some point.
Yeah. I mean, you could just give me access to stream elements, and I will sit and do it on one of my days off when I actually have a brain.
Okay.
Is that Mystic Matron?
Yeah.
It is.
Yay.
And we've got a spoon, too.
Nice.
Oh, good old pocket spoon. Oh, I love this. I love these guys.
His complete commentary is, "Who's that sexy Scottish shagger I hear?" And then I said, "Hey, and he goes, "Holy shit, it's the Dream Team. This is like the MCU of streams." And you know what? I'll take it.
Brian and I just sit over here like, yeah, we're nice too.
Well, here's the thing. It's better than the MCU because we actually have a queer person in it.
Oh! Shots
So
fired.
fuck, double birds.
I was
What
gonna
up?
say it's better than the MCU because it's actually consistent. You only need to watch this one thing for an hour and a half, and then that's it. You're caught up. You don't have to watch 18 movies of fucking homework to understand why Benedict Cumberbatch is cutting about in a mustache and a cape.
No, it's real easy, guys. Just watch the whole 8 seasons of shit on Netflix, and also you need to subscribe to the Marvel channel now, too, and watch everything there.
And don't forget, If you act now, and you'll get 20% off your Disney Plus subscription, where you and your entire family can watch every live-action Disney remake, but only if you're willing to pay $30 a time, so you can watch Mulan. No one wants to fucking watch Mulan. It's shite.
Also, it's becoming free in, I think it was December.
What?
Like it's no longer going to be a premium watch, so you'll be able to just watch it with a standard Disney Plus subscription.
I thought you were saying Disney Plus was becoming free. It's like, whoa, hold the fuck on.
I wish, because, I could use less things I'm paying for every month that I don't get a chance to use, because my go-to to fall asleep is to turn on DS9 and pass out.
I feel like, oddly, the other end of that spectrum of Battle Royale, yet still in the same vein as the Mario 35, which people have been really, one way or another, myself, I'm not a big fan. I couldn't get into it. I love the original Mario. And then you're like, oh, you're just playing the original Mario, but sometimes we toss extra shit in there. It can't...
I mean, that's kind of what you want, though, isn't it?
I was hoping there'd be, like, remixes of stages. Like, have you ever played the Nintendo remix games that they put out for, like, the Game Boy?
NES remix.
Yeah. That shit was dope.
Awesome.
I thought that Mario 35 was going to be like that, and I was so hyped for it. And then I got to it, I was like, I have played Mario 35 for literally 35 years. Why am I doing this again? Yeah, how do you remix a... Mario 1 is kind of a perfect game. So then you've gone through here, and you're just doing Mario 1 again.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like... I'm hoping that it's going to expand. You know, like, if this is all we're stuck with, then yes, it's not great. However, like, see if we got in... I don't know if any of you guys played Super Mario Deluxe on the Game Boy Color.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because, like, I loved that port. That was amazing. But it had, like, a thing that you could unlock after you score, I think, 200,000 points, something like that. I don't know. But you unlock this thing called You versus Boo, where you would race a Boo through levels, and you could turn, like, blocks on and off. So it was like you could trap your opponent, or you could trap the Boo from, like, going through certain areas. It's like, how great would that be in Mario 35 if you could just turn the blocks on and off and just plummet people to their death? Sure, it would be a little more bullshit, because you could just imagine someone sitting there going, what the fuck? But that's what I like.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing, it's the Nintendo polish. You get the thing, but usually you get, like, a little extra. Like, you beat Mario Galaxy, all of a sudden, wait, I can play as Luigi now? What the shit? That sort of thing. Just, like, something that makes it feel like its own unique thing. And the fact that it's going away in March of next year tells me that they really didn't throw all that much behind it.
Look, they're saying it's going away in March of next year. I think that it's going to stick around.
It may evolve into something else. That's my hope, that as of March next year, like, Mario 35 is going away, and by the way, it's now NES 35. Here's Zelda that you can play levels through, and Metroid. That would be dope. Just my 2 cents. That would be insane. Any shit. Hey.
Actually, see, just while we're talking about, like, Mario Galaxy and stuff like that, I'm still pissed off that Mario didn't invite his fucking brother on vacation with him in Mario Sunshine.
Well, he wanted to bring his girlfriend along. That's understandable. You don't bring your brother with you.
The are all there. So apparently, you could just imagine that conversation. Oh, Peach, I like to bring my brother. And she's like, Mario, no, we're going to fuck. But you're bringing 46 toads. So either all the toads are in this kind of weird pseudo relationship with Peach, and they're, it's kind of like a cuckold fetish. I don't know. Or Peach just doesn't fucking like Luigi. Either way, this is bullshit. Justice for Luigi. I won that trading in the fucking Twitch chat right now. Hashtag justice for Luigi. We're gonna get him his fucking vacation.
Yo, just because you're polyamorous don't mean you gotta include everybody in it. That's all I'm gonna say.
You keep it in the family.
like thinking back on it, actually, like, and I think of like Peach's room in Mario RPG, Peach's room in several like Mario games. Usually, there's a toad in there, which really does raise some questions what they're doing with the little mushroom heads.
You
And
know
not
where
just
it's
that, but
going.
like in Mario RPG, there's I think you can like it's either Peach's underwear or Peach's vibrator that you find. It's like found toadstools question mark question mark question mark.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the fuck? Put that back! It's a kid's game.
Yeah. They like to do that in
Nintendo has
RPGs.
Nintendo has made some really awkward choices in the past.
That's putting it really mildly.
I'm trying to be nice.
Like,
It's hard.
like
I
I
don't-
don't. Oh, go
No.
on, sorry.
I don't do nice well.
I wouldn't say that. You're like one of the nicest people I know.
Aw, thank you, sweetheart.
Anytime.
Now you're gonna get me all sniffly and... Damn it!
That's okay. That's my fetish. Anyway, so I wasn't sure if it was Slacker or Brian that said this, but they were like, whenever you get Nintendo, you get the that extra bit of polish.
Yeah.
Since when? When the fuck have they ever given you extra in the last like decade?
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild, like the Super Nintendo Mini had a lot of nice extra polishes in it. Luigi's Mansion had some nice extra polish to it. Little things that you didn't really necessarily need, but fun little additions to it.
But I was
Yeah.
gonna say like, but those are just in the game. Those
Yeah.
are just the game themselves. Whereas it's like, I don't know. For me, like Medieval, the remake on the PS4, when you beat that, you got the original Medieval. When you there's nothing like that from Nintendo's point of view. The
So
closest I could think of is in the Super Nintendo Classic when you play the first level of Star Fox, you get Star Fox 2, but that's
Like, and
That's-
you did used to get that more often. Like Animal Crossing, you could unlock various games. Metroid Zero Mission, you could unlock the original Metroid.
but
From
this
that.
is why I specifically said in the last decade.
True.
When have they given you extra?
Well, here's my response to that. Like, I think that like looking at games like Odyssey and Super Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, especially like looking at what they've done on the Switch so far, those games are so expansive and so polished in the way that they are as first-party Nintendo products that I feel like you don't necessarily need that little bit extra to really get your satisfaction out of them. Whenever it comes to them reaching back into the past, like what they've been doing with this Mario 35-year anniversary celebration thing, I'm with you on this. What they have put out so far to celebrate.
Brian?
Did you cut out there?
Who knows?
Oh no, we lost the Brian. That's probably a good way to actually get into going to actual stories. I'm sure he'll get back eventually. Let's go into Storyland.
I mean, I was gonna say you don't know. He might literally just be there for He might still be talking right now for the next like 20 minutes.
Can you hear me?
There we go.
Okay. I don't. My internet is being really weird. I don't know why. If I just randomly disconnect, that's what's going on. There we go. I could hear everything y'all said, but I couldn't say anything. It was weird. It's
no.
almost like something that happened in baseball this week happened to me.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Ooh,
Tease
seventh inning
later.
stretch is gonna be great.
it's gonna be fun. No, but what I was saying was like looking at like what they did with whenever you had the 3D All Stars collection that they put out, and you could not even bother to really update the control scheme or the camera system or even like moving Super Mario. This is all for Mario 64, by the way, or even like up-resing Mario 64. Up-resing is not the right word, but like changing the aspect ratio and like updating it to where it actually runs in 16:9 instead of just 4:3 with bars on the side. Like the fact that you're not even putting that much amount of work into it, you just basically up-resed it and put it on a disc with two other games that one Mario should never have gotten out of jail in, and two is a classic. Like it's immensely frustrating. And even in the classic one, you still had issues where they still had some of the motion controls linked into it because they feel like because the Joy-Cons are really good at that. So like they definitely are not reaching whenever it comes to celebrating stuff from their past and bringing these past titles. It's really frustrating to see them drop the ball in such a way or have the mindset of like, well, we're putting these out. You're going to buy them anyway because they're fucking Mario. You have to buy the Mario.
Ooh.
All right, so
Well, all I was gonna say is it's like the fact that they didn't let you invert the controls in Sunshine pissed me off.
anyway,
Yeah.
let's get to the stories here. Fall Guys Season 2 is well out and underway. Of course, we didn't have a show last week, so some of these other people have probably talked about last week. We never got around to them. Or bad. Anyway, hey, you can get way more crowns this season if you actually just play, regardless of winning or losing. Yeah, sexy beard face. Actually, let me lower camera a little bit. I didn't notice that it's basically aiming at my ceiling, which, useful. And that's a big thing, because I don't know how many of you guys, like, maybe win one out of every, 50 to 100 or less worth of games, and you're just sitting there like, what the fuck do I do with 3 crowns? And maybe you'll be able to do it now, regardless of how bad you suck.
Can I get
I've
10 crowns? Can I get Sonic? If not, this is garbage.
I've stopped counting the amount of games I've played.
Same.
That might be for the best. You don't need to know how bad you've done at this point. Just know that, hey, you're not good at the game, but it's fine. This isn't a game to be won.
I swear to God, next update, they're going to add, stats page. And it'll show you how much you suck.
Here's how many times you have specifically failed. Bing, 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 bing.
As long as it doesn't a percentage, so that way I can do challenges on my Twitch, if I lower my percentage clearly any further, then I have to kill myself or something. Just a decent clickbait title.
Also, the new hazard that has been the primary part of the new game has been titled Thick Bonkus.
Yes.
And boy, that is a name. Look at that big boy.
Oh.
Yeah, Coop had this horrible idea, because I did an apology stream last Thursday. Because I missed Sunday because the burnout was real. Where I came into this level for the first time, and between Thick Bonkus, and there's also parts where it looks kind of like Thick Bonkus, but it's got the little spiky things all in different places, and it rotates, and you have to try to get across without spiky things knocking you off. Coop has decided they look like butt plugs.
I mean, he's not wrong.
So Thick Bonkus is officially covered with butt plugs.
Into it.
Yeah, I'm into it as well.
I mean, if you've seen the pictures of what the Fall Guys skeletal structures look like, it's a horrific landscape in the first place. Bring it all in. Who cares anymore? This is a dying landscape, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm into it. No, this is great.
So I figured give you a little candy before we go into the actual story, and I knew there was no way that we would get to that without Coop mentioning his extracurricular activities. I can say words. Hey, let's get to a serious one a little bit. Coming out of Bloomberg, Jason Schreier, our favorite boy coming out of Kotaku now, working for Bloomberg, had a follow-up on Cyberpunk. And last year, they had literally come to him and told them, hey, we are not going to engage in crunch with our project Cyberpunk 2077. We have rebuilt ourselves, and we don't need this sort of thing anymore. And of course, going into 2 months prior to release of the product, forced crunch. And the company could just really be like, yeah, our bad. That was really all they could possibly say for themselves.
I mean, honestly, I was so proud of CD Projekt for them to go, no, we're not doing crunch. We're going to release this amazing epic game and no crunch. And part of me in the back of my head was just going, yeah, bullshit. And so I tried to shut that part of my brain up because I really wanted to hope that there would be a major developer out there that would not do this bullshit.
I mean, it's AAA gaming. This is what you get in that sphere, regardless.
But it shouldn't be.
Exactly, and I'm trying so hard to be optimistic these days.
Especially considering how many times this game got delayed and for the period of time that those delays encompassed.
I mean,
Think about it.
when did the first trailer, when they like announced that it was, that it was ever coming out, like the first trailer was like, I want to say it was over 10 years ago.
For Cyberpunk 2077 specifically, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago at an E3.
No, the first trailer, when they announced that they'd started developing it, it was like, I want to say it was 2008.
Really?
Yeah, hold
It
on.
wouldn't surprise me.
Let me find it. Hold on.
Because I don't remember them speaking on this until, like, when Brian said at E3, like, 3 years ago. Though it wouldn't surprise me if they, like, said very quietly, like, hey, we're working on a game. Here's some of the ideas we have for it. And then it kind of disappeared into building works for a long, long time.
7 years ago is when the first trailer was on GameSpot.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
And I'm just looking in case like that was a re-upload. No, yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 teaser trailer 7 years ago.
So this game better be good for the amount of work they put into it, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, if this game comes out and it's absolute shit,
It won't be
think
shit.
there might be riots.
Like, that's the thing, is like we've seen what the game looks like. It's not going to be shit.
Yeah,
It's-
okay, but we've seen games that look pretty.
No, but I don't
But
even
they're
mean like
terrible games.
I don't even mean like from a graphical standpoint. I mean like we've seen like the slice of gameplay, which in fairness is a very biased look at it. But like, you kind of know what you're getting into. It's going to be a first-person shooter RPG, kind of like Deus Ex and Elder Scrolls, but with a bunch of Witcher side quests and things like that. And even if that's all it is, and it's not like a big, amazing, immersive world, which it clearly is, it's still going to be alright, It's not going to be, like, it's a fucking video game. It's not like this is going to change your life. It's not like we're going to sit down and play Cyberpunk 2077, and all of a sudden, all world problems are going to be solved.
Like you would think that Zelda was based on the fan reaction.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like Zelda games. I'm going to come out and say that now. I've never liked Zelda games. I've tried them. They're not my thing. They're not my cup of tea. The best Zelda game ever made is Star Fox Adventures, and I mean that 100% genuinely.
Well, it's been good having Mr. Video Games. It's, talk to you guys later.
Hey, I was going to say, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, Highlander, I've only ever played one Zelda game, and it was for a review, and I regret ever touching it.
Which game?
The Phantom Hourglass for the DS. It was so bad. So bad. It kind of turned me off of all of them.
Like I like a lot of Zelda stuff. Like I like the music, I like the style, like the graphical stylings and stuff like that. I like the whimsy of it. And then it comes to the actual gameplay, and I'm like, I would rather rub my hands in dog shit.
I'd much rather watch somebody play than actually play it.
Same. I don't like the puzzles of it. Don't you hide your face? Don't you hide your face?
Slacker has officially decided that I'm no longer his friend. I've just been disowned.
Why are you hiding your face?
Because he's ashamed of us.
Give me that beautiful face. Let me see it. You work that beard. Oh, baby.
Oh, this is going into our OnlyFans coming soon.
Yeah.
For $5, $10 a month. You get the Scottish ASMR hour.
Yes. Our OnlyFans is going to be a joint venture between 3 channels. You know, we might be able to get Reverend Malin on this too.
I'm into it. Look, the point is, Cyberpunk isn't going to be shit. It's going to be average at best. Sorry, average at worst, I was going to say. Like, because the other thing is people get too invested into these things. See, I'm bringing it back. Don't worry, Slacker. I'm bringing it back. People get too invested in the things, and they get the thing where it's like even now, before the game's ever out, and we're dealing with these 6 months things, 6-day crunch, 2 months from release, we're getting it every day. It's gone gold. Everything's, we're just fucking doing it all. People have already made the decision whether or not they're gonna like the game. Like the people that have waited 7+ years on whether or not the game, because I saw that trailer and I was like, that looks cool. I've waited 7 years for the game. I'm gonna play it. Unless literally they come out and they're like, hey, if you buy this game, every cent that you spend is going to go to like hating gays or something. I'm still gonna play it. Like, I just won't pay for it if that's the case, but like there would need to be something horrendous to come out that would make me not pay for the game at this point, is what I'm trying to say. Because I've already made the decision that I'm going to play it, and I'm probably going to like it. Is it going to be disappointing? Probably. But do you know what I'm trying to say? Hopefully I've not made a complete arse of myself with that statement. No,
and like, here's the thing that really gets me. Like, it's not just, a CD Projekt Red or any of your AAA studios. Like, if you look over at Nintendo or a lot of Sony released games or anything along those lines, there's crunch too. It's just a lot more quiet because, the employees are very afraid for their lives.
Yeah.
More so than the Western developers. So it's not just a Cyberpunk thing, which is why, like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing, is it's like a lot of Nintendo fanboys, obviously I'm not saying like you guys or that, but a lot of Nintendo fanboys will be like, oh, it's terrible that Cyberpunk's got all this crunch, look at this is terrible, this is disgusting. And then they'll be like, well, when's the next DLC character, Sakurai? Where the fuck is that? You look at that man, every time he's on camera he looks like he's aged 14 decades. He looks like, see, by the time
that man has seen beyond time.
But see, by the time the next DLC pack comes out, he's gonna look like the fucking Crypt Keeper. Like, poor bastard, let him sleep.
When he was announcing the thing that we'll talk about later, like, you could just see him in his eyes. He was like, the people in Nintendo are like, oh, but couldn't you just work this in? Like, it'll be real easy. I know it's completely different from everything you've done before. But won't this be just real simple?
He's never taken a day off in 14 years.
On the opposite end of kind of horrible things, a lot of people at Twitch staff have been speaking up about issues in regards to verbal and physical abuse at the workplace, harassment, several other allegations and incidents that have been brought up, that, there's been a lot of talk, especially this year, in the gaming industry, primarily like Ubisoft is the big example of, companies coming to, understand that they have bad business practices that lead to people being marginalized within their own workforce. And it seems now that Twitch is that company having the magnifying glass right now on their past issues that they've been sweeping quietly under the rug for decades since Justin.tv came out.
I am so upset right now.
It's a little
Like-
awkward talking about this while also using their platform, but
yeah, it's like we're asking for the banhammer to come down, but you know what?
Guys, if you hit the subscribe right now, Twitch is going to realize that they were wrong. So if you just hit subscribe to us, that would be great.
Brian, welcome back.
Just
You're just
make
in you're
subscribe
just
right
in
now.
time for rage. Yay, rage.
It's okay. I've been having my own rage with my dumb internet. Anyway,
Did you say raid or did you say rage or did you say Raid Shadow Legends? This episode is
Dear
back.
God, no!
subscribe now and get your own free waifu.
Free waifu with 400 levels and extra Stardust. I don't know how Raid Shadow Legends works. Play the fucking game. You know, like so
that's what I'm downloading Genshin Impact for.
the waifus, yeah. Of course. That's what you always do it. No, this is terrible. Like
Yeah, there's
Twitch,
not a good thing to possibly say out of this because Twitch has done fucking nothing.
Yep, nope.
actually there is one good thing to say. And that's that at least a light is being shown on it right now. The fact that we're on this platform and we're discussing it, and the fact that the Twitch bots haven't swung in and been like, what the fuck? Means that, like, we've at least got the freedom to talk about it, and hopefully this will be addressed. The fact that we're shining a light on it at all, that's a positive thing, because it means that hopefully in the future, this isn't going to be an issue anymore.
Yeah, and you can see going through this article, GameIndustry.biz usually has relatively short articles because they are mostly making production for the industry itself and things along those lines. And then you come into this, and this is giant by their standards. And it is inclusive of all sorts of bullshit and talk about various issues that have gone on within the company. We definitely don't have the time to read over this because this is a for funsies show. But I'm going to go ahead and just link the article into the chat if you want to really sit down and read it in your own time. I recommend it because the longer that you read this, just the more you will feel your eye twitch and just maybe I shouldn't give my donations to Twitch. Maybe just drop some money in people's PayPal. I don't know.
Yeah, like I started reading this when we started talking about it because I couldn't get to it earlier and I wish I could have. And I'm at the point where I can't even sit in my chair right now. I'm pacing my office because I am so fucking furious over this.
If you stream a camera on it right now, though, with you pacing back and forth, this could get us back to the OnlyFans thing, though. People would pay for that. I'm just saying.
Wrong.
They probably would. That's the sad thing. There's a guy who he has a Twitch channel and he has a shit ton of subs and he sleeps. Legit streams himself sleeping and he has it set up so that way subscribers can use channel points to play sounds to try to scare the piss out of him and wake him up.
I mean, I have a friend, and I'm not going to like name names or anything, but that she streams on one of those like, hey, we're an adult streaming place that also lets you play games on our service. And the whole service is really weird to me, but also like props on you for finding ways to make dollars in 2020. So I have nothing bad to say about it. I am sure there are plenty of streamer dudes out there like, oh, they're taking our viewership with their titties.
Well, funny you
Dude.
should mention that
Oh,
because I feel like we're moving off of this Twitch story real quick, but I wanted to mention one thing here since I missed the majority of the conversation about it. But looking over all of the different claims and anecdotes from these former and current Twitch employees that are describing their experiences, while all of them are egregious and there are a number along many different lines and many different intersections that are disappointing to see, the ones that really stayed out to me are the viewpoints of some of the men working at Twitch as it comes to their female coworkers, and also the women using their service. One of the things that we've talked about a lot on the show is how Twitch seems very willy-nilly, for lack of a more professional term, with how they enforce the things like dress codes and different sort of like appropriate clothing and appropriate imagery on their streams and that sort of thing. And we've seen a lot of that confusion, a lot of the issues around that come out of issues with female streamers. And you have anecdotes in here, claims in here from former and current Twitch employees talking about how the men that work in Twitch would see these streamers and would like single them out for wearing like low cut shirts, and they're like, well, we got to stop that. But at the same time, they would be like slut shaming women using their service, or like making jokes about having sex with the people that are using their service. There was even one instance, a claim in here, where a woman said that she was told to continue working with the man who sexually assaulted her and to, quote, show him respect. So like there are many issues that are being raised here with all the people that are speaking up about the culture at Twitch. But this stuff regarding how the male employees, not all of them, I can't paint everybody with the same brush, but a number of male employees at Twitch view women as a whole is extremely gross and frustrating to see, and does not belong in any industry, in any HR department that is protecting these people. I understand the nature of HR departments. They are there for the company. They're not there for you. It is so fucking gross. It is just fucking gross.
Yeah, and like then you've got female streamers who are afraid of getting singled out as Twitch thoughts.
Why are they afraid of being singled out as Twitch thoughts? I thought, like, I'm a Twitch thought. Like,
it's a case of like,
if someone wants me to get my ass out on stream, as long as they donate, I'll fucking do it.
yeah, but see, the thing is like, I will very often stream sitting in a ridiculously hot office under studio lighting in a sweatshirt, because I don't want some random Twitch sweep to come through and go, oh, nope, that's against dress code because you're wearing a tank top that isn't suitable for high school, and ban me. And the double standards are ridiculous.
Can you just wear a swimsuit, though?
No, that's against TOS too. For women.
I'm talking about like one of the full, the one-piece ones.
Yep, nope.
Fuck's sake.
At least it's not as bad as what Mixer used to have for their TOS. Holy shit.
Oh my god. It was elementary school dress code. It was horrific.
But yet they'll still let pricks like fucking PewDiePie and Markiplier and fucking Jacksepticeye.
And you get a lot of guys that stream topless.
Yeah.
But if I wear a tank top that covers everything, but oh my god, my bra straps are showing.
Markiplier has done several topless activities. Nobody cares.
I can't remember what day it was, but there was one of my streams where I got really pissed off because someone compared me to Jacksepticeye because of my accent.
Oh, and fuck off.
I ended up going on a massive rant saying the only way I would be like Jacksepticeye is if I dyed my beard to make up for my pure lack of personality, so I could join that Power Ranger of cunts. Referring to PewDiePie, Markiplier, because they all dye their hair different colors. They are literally the Power Rangers. Just terrible.
See,
Shoulders are too sexy for streams.
Anyway. I do like Markiplier a little bit. I don't watch him because like his content doesn't say or feel anything to me. But he's a good boy. He's a nice guy.
Oh yeah, no.
And like PewDiePie, who is a cunt.
And you know, Jacksepticeye, what you taught you? Fuck off. To wherever you came from, yeah, wee bastard, you. Fucking dye your hair green. Fucking Ninja dyes his hair. Ninja's the other one. It was Ninja, PewDiePie, Markiplier, and Jacksepticeye. Fucking the Pink Ranger, the Red Ranger, the Blue Ranger, and the Green Ranger. So I was like, I'll just dye my beard yellow and join them. You know? and I'm making a joke, but in fairness, if I was getting the kind of money that those fuckers were, I would 100%. I'm saying this now. I'm a total hypocrite. If I was being paid $500,000 a week or whatever they fucking get, I would be like, they're my best friends. I love them. I'll suck their arseholes. Like, I would fucking, there would be no qualms. I would so easily be bought and sold. And I want everyone to know that. Anyone that says, oh, you can't buy and sell me, that's bullshit. Everyone has a price.
If I were making Ninja's amount of money, Dong's out on stream every day, perfectly fine. I could care
I would
less.
just straight up do gay porn.
Yeah, for like what, $5-10 million a year? Fuck it. I have no pride. Bring it. Doesn't sound like hard work to me. Maybe for short spans of time. But hey, that's the price you pay for millions of dollars a year.
I mean, look, I like being able to shit comfortably, right? For $5 million a year, just go ahead, use my arse. I don't care. Like, I don't care if I ever sit comfortably ever again.
Okay.
I think we've broken our audience.
Whoops. Hey, I was supposed to put something else into this.
It's okay, I can talk more about OnlyFans. So, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so Shadowlands. A lot of Blizz fans are really upset that Shadowlands, supposed to come out October 13, has been pushed back only by, like, I believe a month so far.
They haven't given us a release date yet. They just said it'll be sometime before 2021, and pre-patch is still going ahead on the 13th, so tomorrow.
So tomorrow
the
you get
actual-
to download 50 gigabytes worth of data.
Well, and do the pre-expansion event thingy.
Mhm.
But, you know, Shadowlands, which I was super hyped for because it was coming out on my birthday and I was doing absolutely shitfuck else this year. See, I'm that angry.
No, not
That
at
has
all.
now been delayed because, yeah, give me another fuck you 2020.
I am so glad that of anything I pulled out of playing fucking World of Warcraft, I actually have a life and free time now that I could do other things. Granted, that's mostly playing Hades and masturbating, but still, I have time to do those activities that I did not have before, and I'm very glad to have that time. World of Warcraft can go fuck off for all I care. But still, if
I
you
was
enjoy
having-
it, good for you.
I was having fun going back to it and just digging around because, like, I didn't really have a hardcore guild. I had no responsibilities in game. It was jump in for a couple of hours, say hi to a few friends, and disappear. You know? And y'all took away my birthday present. Go fuck yourselves.
When was your birthday?
It'll be the 26th.
Of October.
Yep.
So that means you're like 2 days after the Libra cutoff, right? You're
Yeah,
like Scorpio.
thereabouts. I am.
Because my birthday is on Saturday, and that's why I was asking.
Happy early birthday!
Thank you very much. I'm going to be too old.
I know the feeling.
Give us up to HighlanderVO and Lady Merowyn. Happy birthday to the both of them. Because we're not going to do this again until after their birthdays.
I'll say this now. Apparently, while I was off stream, I actually hit 100 followers. So, hooray for me! I have 100 followers. I didn't think that was important, but apparently it's important. So, hooray for me!
Welcome to the 100 follower club.
Woo!
I-
Thank you.
We've got
So-
74.
So what I'll say is for my birthday, if everyone just wants to sub to my OnlyFans that I'm going to set up tonight, that would be great.
Oh my god.
Now the real question is he joking?
That's a really good question, and I'm not sure.
I never know with you what is a joke or not, so... And I'm wondering if all of this talk of OnlyFans is what has really destroyed Wonder Boy's internet connection today.
It's possible. He might just have like the thirstiest internet on the planet.
Yeah, maybe it's like maybe he's going to OnlyFans to look up the terms of service, see if it's better than Twitch's.
Oh shit.
By the way, don't mind me when I'm sitting here. I'm just kind of rolling a dice in my hand at the same time. This is not me
I
making
was
a jerk
actually
off movement.
I was gonna say I was gonna make a comment on that. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But I'm glad you said that when you did.
I have a ball of like a couple of packs of thinking putty that I play with when I'm working my shift. And occasionally I'll get pulled into a meeting with my team lead and we have to have our cameras on for it. So he's sitting there because of where my camera sits. He just sees my arms moving. I'm like, no, I swear, I'm playing with thinking putty. It helps with my anxiety. Leave me alone.
Like the other thing would help with your anxiety too.
Yeah,
It would, but it'd get
not
me
very
fired in an
professional.
awful hurry.
But then again, if they were doing this on OnlyFans, you would make more money.
Hey, speaking of money, though, Amazon has blown so much of it on the whole gaming sphere. This is mostly I just wanted to bring up this article because it's a fucking great article that
I
goes
like
in.
the GIF.
Oh yeah, they're Wired. Wired always has weird little shit on every single thing they put out, but this,
Because they can.
yeah,
See, just before we move on to this, though, we're talking about playing with thinking pie and playing with a dice. What I have in my hand right now is a thing that I got today that I cannot put down. I'm going to turn it on. It is a tiny little pinball machine. It's a Ninja Turtles pinball machine. And I just want you to hear this amazing music.
don't hear anything.
I'm trying to do it.
Oh,
You
hi.
hear that?
I heard a woohoo.
Yeah, it's. There's like weird noises. There we go. Come on.
It's a very
can't-
happy boy.
You can. It said pizza time and stuff like that. You can't hear the tiny shit drum and bass background, but I keep playing with it. I keep turning it on, and I continuously just like, this is great. And it's made me realize that I'm probably going to end up spending like 10 grand at some point and get like a big full size pinball table because I'm a terrible human being.
You can do worse.
And also, Wired can fuck off. No, we're not signing up for anything, Wired. You stay free, you piece of shit. Anyway, sorry, continue.
But yeah, we're not going to go into this whole thing. I'm going to link this one in chat as well because this is yet another lengthy article, but it's a great read about how much fucking money Amazon has wasted trying to go into the video game sphere. In regards to multiple game projects, trying to build their own studio from scratch, and rather than doing what every fucking other studio does and build up, make relations and whatnot, just buying off all of the largest, like, hey, we got the guys who made all the games that you love and put them into a studio and told them, hey, we want you to find a way to integrate with Twitch for all of the money. That's the whole goal all along, is to just make their own services sound better, and if a good game comes from it afterwards, who cares? And I tell you this story to tell you the story of not a blank page, but that Crucible, the game that Amazon launched and then pulled back from launch into second beta, is now officially canceled. This game that they have spent millions of dollars on, they have decided doesn't work. We can't get enough people into our matchmaking for it to be useful for anybody, so we're killing this game.
Well,
And
this
that
was
is,
their Overwatch clone, wasn't it?
yeah.
And it's
Well,
the
that's-
one that nobody knew about because they never fucking advertised it.
It's
Well,
an
because it
Overwatch
also-
clone slash MOBA.
Well, like, here's the thing. What could they possibly have done to make anyone want to play that fucking game?
Yeah, they did advertise it, but nobody heard about it. They didn't take it to a lot of industry events and get people who actually report on these things playing it. Yeah, they got a few streamers to play it. And that gets eyes for a period, right? That gave them about, 3 weeks worth of advertisement? But that's the thing about giving it to streamers. Streamers are going to move on to the next big thing. So they're going to go in, stream it, and then move on, and everyone else will with them.
I mean, I just it's like that other game that all the Twitch streamers and everything. There was like all the fake Reddit posts. Is it
Oh, Valorant?
Yeah, Valorant. Thank you. People were saying, "Oh, you know, this is amazing. It's just like Halo and all this stuff," and I'm like, "Is it fuck?" Like, I don't want to fucking play Valorant. I want to play Halo. That would be great. But instead, no, they're like, "Hey, Valorant, guys, have you heard of Valorant? Valorant will make you have sex with everyone you've ever wanted to at the same time." And you're like, "What? Will it really? No, it fucking won't. It just look pish." And that's the thing with Crucible. I'm looking at the art there for Crucible on the Verge, and I'm just like, this looks shite. Like it doesn't.
It's
It doesn't
so
look
generic.
Yeah, it is. Like that's the thing. That's their names. There's Jen and Eric. There's there's PT Plum Boy on the far right. That robot.
Mm-hmm.
There's Shaggle Cryostasis. That's the man in the gun. And then there's wee Cunto McCann in the bottom left. Like,
you know, I do really need to talk to Amazon for taking my likeness for the big boy in the center. I would really like my money for that. Thank you very much.
But like, you look at that, and how much do you think, like, it just looks so shite. I look at that, and instead of going, "Oh, look at all those colours," I go, "Alright, so that one there's probably Junkrat, that one there's probably Tracer, that one..." And I've never even played Overwatch! Like, I don't know if we are actually going to talk about it during the show, but it's like, this is, like, they did nothing that made me excited, unlike what Smite have done.
Yeah, we are going to jump into Smite in a bit eventually. Actually, I think that's 2 stories from now.
Okay, then I'll wait. Let me just plant the seed now and just say, I've never played Smite, but now I'm going to play Smite.
My sister's fiance is addictive, or absolutely addicted to it.
Yeah, I know several people
My
that play
sister's
Smite.
fiance, he lives in that game. I'm like, dude, why don't you play like this one? I'll actually play with you. He goes, nope, Smite.
I mean,
all right, fine. He's like, come play Smite. I'm like, I lasted 5 minutes into my first round. I went, nope.
5
not for me.
minutes. Like, you could have sex with like 10 people in that time.
Right?
Yeah, there's like 2 games that you will never get people out of. It is Smite and League of Legends. Those players.
League of Legends is where meth addicts go to die.
Oh, Pengu is gonna have some words about that one.
My little sister is the most addicted League player of all time. Like, they don't play any other games. Like, I'm like, hey, do you want to try this other thing? And I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a try. And then, like, later in the day, I find out they're directly back into League again. Why? Why are you back into League? You're going to lose again. You're going to rage quit again. And
I mean,
there's no satisfaction.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though, is it's where meth addicts go to die. Like, the 3 most addictive drugs in the world are apparently caffeine, nicotine, and League of Legends.
Oh, great.
I mean, you're
I've got
forgetting Warhammer.
3 running through my veins. We're in great shape.
See, and look, it's just like, you know, it's like what Penguin just said there. Like, I quit for a long time with no plan coming back whatsoever. I'm just waiting for the but.
Pengu,
we know that he's
Pengu.
gone back.
Pengu, buddy. Seriously? I mean, you're the one that got me to try League. Me, who was so absolutely opposed to it, I'd rather cut off my own arm than play League, and you got me to try it.
You know what you could do instead is drop into Raid Shadow Legends, coming to you with a 50% discount.
Like, comment, subscribe, and you'll get 1 free hero right now.
She has tits for days.
She's got 3 tits with our new Total Recall package.
Oh my god. Oh, it hurts.
Subscribe now and get the see-through areolas. You can see her fucking kidneys.
I
I can't breathe.
Minecraft is now in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic transition.
Well, don't you get it, Highlander? We did a Smash cut to Smash.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'm not needed anymore, apparently.
So,
No, because I'm dead.
so now we need to talk about the fact that Sakurai never got a day off. And if Sakurai didn't get a day off, then neither did any of CD Projekt Red. 6-day crunch, that's fine. They get a day off. They're 7 days in a week. Sakurai has never had a moment's rest. Sleep.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the fucking meaning of the word.
In the live presentation of this, and I know I said this before, but the man looked dead inside as he was talking about how Nintendo was like, but hey Sakurai, couldn't you just like find a way to bring him in? It's like, well, like multiple of our levels have slopes and we can't use his block thing with slopes, so we'd have to redesign all of these levels. And God, we'll have to do some weird shit with Kirby, I guess.
And
But
they're just
yeah, I can
but,
do
but
it.
can you do it?
How
No, it
much
wasn't-
money?
It wasn't can you do it or how much money. It's okay, great to hear. We'll expect it in a month. That's all they did to him.
I like
Yeah.
to imagine, like, I know that they're not commuting anymore, they're all working from home, but I just like to imagine Sakurai commuting on the bus, listening to Linkin Park, staring out the window, you know, just one thing, I don't know why.
That poor man.
I know, imagine listening to Hybrid Theory in 2020.
I mean, it's
I
a
see
great
it.
album. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I say that, but it's the only Linkin Park album I like.
Same for most people, yeah, but I mean, this actually looks kind of cool. I'm not the biggest Minecraft fan, regardless of what Nomi has tried to get me engaged in. I don't get Minecraft. But this looks kind of neat, to be honest, and there's all sorts of weird-ass skins for it. I'm for it. It's cool. Fucking go to town.
Wifelander, my wife, she loves Minecraft. She's got like a private server with her best friend, and they just like sit and create stuff, go on adventures and all this, and they make it sound amazing. Anytime I've tried to play Minecraft, I'm like, this is shite. This is like utterly shite. It's like, imagine playing with Legos, but it's just less fun somehow.
But it's also a chore at the same time.
Yeah, this does not interest me in any way, shape, or form. Like, I'm looking at the trailer right now, and I'm like, oh, cool. Blocks. Like,
Yeah, I like it because it's an interesting way to interact with Smash Brothers with all of these weird block mechanics that they're pulling in. That seems neat to me. Does it make me want to go play Minecraft? No.
does it make you want to play Smash?
Yes.
Also, no.
Yeah, because I used to be a huge Smash Brothers fan, like huge. Back in the time, you know, back in the old days of Melee and Brawl, when you know the single player actually mattered to the fucking game.
Yeah.
And then it's like all these people were gushing over Ultimate. They were coming. There were fountains of semen firing in every fucking pair of pants in a 4,000-mile radius. It was amazing. Oh my god, Smash! And I played it, and it was shite.
Oh my god, you've caused me to break into the gnomish laughs. Fuck.
See, Graves, also valid point. You know, having a Switch and free time is also kind of another problem entirely, since I think most of us here are actually adults in the chat. You know, some of us adultier than other adults, but still, adults.
I need an adult. Wait, I am an adult. I need an adultier adult.
I like
Right,
these
okay.
kids just riding along with Bowser Jr. like, hey, what the fuck's up, buddies?
I was going to say, also, I hope you realise that if anyone's internet cut out there, it sounded very much like Mero said, I want to commit adultery. So,
Jesus.
just so we're all on the same page.
You know what? this is my lot in life, to be misheard and misunderstood and misconstrued and just generally fucked over.
I mean, that is some people's fetish.
You've got a point.
You know what else is some people's fetish? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes, my fetish.
They are coming to Smite, which is weird because I thought you had to be a god to be in Smite, correct?
And
Yes.
they're all gods.
Are they gods though? Are they gods of pizza?
Leonardo is the god of leaders. Donatello is the god of machines. Raphael is the god of being cool but rude. And Michelangelo is the god of being the party tune.
He's got a point.
I could see this coming into like, I don't know, they're like put the turtle van into Rocket League. I don't understand.
I would play Rocket
Alright.
League again. Like, that was the thing. I had no interest in playing Injustice, and then the Turtles came to Injustice, and I was like, bought.
Okay,
Yeah, the Turtles can't have a good game of their own. What the fuck?
Wait, whoa, sweet child of mine.
Not since the Super Nintendo. Every Turtles game that's come out since has been a pile of shit.
Apart from the fan-made one. There was a fan-made one called Rescue Palooza.
Okay.
Fucking amazing.
But somehow they made Platinum develop a bad game.
Mediocre game.
Mediocre. I'll give you mediocre.
Like, Post-Vault's got it right. Turtles in Time.
Turtles in
Amazing.
Time is great, but we haven't had a good Turtles game since the Super Nintendo. They keep making more Turtles media. They keep putting out stuff on Nickelodeon and movies that suck ass. Some of the cartoons are good.
Have you watched Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Some of the new cartoons
what?
are good.
There's the new movie Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's an
You're not
official movie.
bullshitting me.
No, it's an official movie. Fucking what's his name that played? You know a Harry Potter musical. A Harry Potter musical. It was like a very big YouTube thing. Star Kid Media or something. I don't know. The main guy from that. I forget his name, but he's Raphael in the new fucking Turtles versus Batman. And to answer Postvold's question, it's both. It's both a versus and a team up. They obviously team up because they're both fucking good guys. Of course they do. But then that also means you've got Shredder and the Joker fucking teaming up, which is amazing. There's a comic and there's a movie. There's actually 4 comics, which are all great, but there's an animated movie that's amazing. And it's actually like really well done. It's kind of adult. There's whole scenes with fucking with what do you call it? Michelangelo being like, "Dude, I fucking love Gotham City." He doesn't swear, but he's like, "Dude, I fucking love Gotham City. They got blimps and shit." And you're just like, "Yeah, Mikey, we all fucking get it. It's great."
Oh, Troy Baker, Darren Criss.
Darren Criss, thank you. That's his name.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at this. Look at this Shredder. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's
Right?
jacked. I would
And
let
it's-
him fuck me on OnlyFans for $15.
Maybe
this is
Splinter too. I
apparently-
don't know.
Our first collab between Warner Brothers and Nickelodeon. And it grossed 3.8 million? Seriously? This is a direct to Blu-ray and digital HD.
Yep.
That's how big those fandoms are.
Jesus Christ.
Is actually is great. So in case anyone doesn't know, I'm a huge Ninja Turtles fan.
No.
I've got the 4 giant NECA turtles on the top of my bookshelf. I want to say 3 shelves of my bookcase are also filled with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle trades. My backpack I take to my regular ass day job outside of voice acting is literally a hard shell Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles backpack. I also have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade 1-up downstairs with the arcade game and Turtles in Time on it. I really like me some Ninja Turtles.
Nah. No, Ninja
know.
Turtles, Transformers, Back to the Future, those aren't your dip bag, right?
And if you had just said Ghostbusters as well, then yep.
So I'm reading over the cast for this. And I mean, Troy Baker, Darren Criss, that's cool. The fact that they brought back Tara Strong as Harley Quinn
Yep.
and they pulled in John DiMaggio as
Yep.
Mr. Freeze. Fuck yes, I'm done. I'm in. Yeah.
The thing is like obviously it's an animated movie and it's a direct to DVD, so you kind of know what you're getting into, but the quality of it for being those things is actually really high. You know, like
Mhm.
also what Postvault's saying that now like used to have all the 1980 toys, but you lost them.
You blew them up,
I
yes.
I knew that.
No.
I knew that. So I know that feeling. But Super 7 are a toy company that are making the original series action figures, but in like super articulated forms, and they look fucking amazing. And
No, no, no.
I am trying so hard not to buy them all because I don't have the space or the money. But I
Highlander,
fucking
why did you tell him this? Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Oh
Link,
no.
please. Just look up Super 7. I'll type it in chat. Super 7.
I have money and space. No! Posville bad.
Next time he comes over, just spray him with water. No, do not buy the thing. You don't have the space or room.
Yeah,
There are
that's not
four
gonna work.
waves. There are four waves. The last wave just got pre-ordered. It is fucking amazing. Like
Oh god.
and like they look so cool. They just fucking unveiled Muckman and Eyeball Joe. Who fucking knows who they are? Nobody. They're releasing a new figure of them. I'm like this is the equivalent. People are like coming buckets over Smash Ultimate. No, fuck that. I'm coming buckets over Turtles and Smite and the Super 7 figures.
Hey, while we're talking about obscenely popular bullshit, how about a little bit of that Roblox? Because your 12-year-old niece plays the fuck out of this thing all of the time, and it looks like they're going to go live with a $4.4 billion valuation.
So, okay. Folk who know Roblox, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm seeing this as kind of a bastard love child of Minecraft and what was it, the PlayStation Dreams, where you could like build your own worlds and shit in VR?
Kind of, a little
It's
bit
like
of. Go ahead.
it's like if you did that but shoved it through like a Five Below Playmobil set.
Yeah, it's not even
Okay.
full like Lego. It's kind
Oh,
of.
it's Duplo.
Yeah, it's Duplo.
No, it's
It's
worse than
Minecraft
Duplo.
Duplo edition.
It's worse than Duplo. That's what I'm saying. It's like Playmobil. Because at least Duplo is manufactured by Lego. This is Playmobil, or like the Mega Bloks have a Duplo version. It is like cheap.
Okay.
So they're the GoBots.
They're worse than GoBots. They're like the fucking Rock Lords. You know?
But it is so popular amongst the tweens that.
But like, look, I'm gonna say something maybe slightly controversial here. Fuck, what are they like? If they knew what was good, we would listen to them. But they don't.
No, they don't. But there's money to be mined out of the tweens. I don't understand how that works. They don't have jobs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, look, I'm not. If someone doesn't know how to give a reach around properly, how am I supposed to trust their judgment in video games?
Dear God, this got dark real quick.
And then just to clarify, if there are tweens out there that do know how to give a reach around, I'm not interested. Thank you very much. But also, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, tweens. You're too young. Fucking
mean,
put the
honestly-
deck down. Put it down. Pick up Roblox. Put the deck down.
You've got a lot of these people, like young kids, who go, Mommy, can I have $20 so I can play video games with my friends? And mom and dad go, sure. And then they leave their credit card logged in and saved to little Junior's account. And little Junior racks up a $3,000 or $4,000 bill by playing Roblox with his friends, and the value of the company goes up.
But this is the thing, like, look, I was a spoiled kid, and I remember having my 360, and my mum gave me a credit card to put on the 360. But see, any time I was going to use it, I would ask her first. I'd be like, "Hey, mum, I would like to spend £15 to get this Xbox Live Arcade game," and she would go, "That's okay," and I would say, "Thank you," and I would do it. I would never, in 1,000 fucking years, rack up a huge bill on my mum's credit card. Never.
Did
The worst I would ever do is if there was like a $40 game or 40 quid game that I wanted, I would wait till my mum was drunk and ask her. She was more likely to say yes. But I always asked, and then if my mum ever called me on it, I'd be like, no, I asked you. It was on like Friday night or whatever. And she'd be like, I don't really remember. And I'd be like, exactly. But I would never just make up. These kids don't understand that you're being trusted with a card that provides joy.
And sorrow.
It's kind of true.
It's unfortunately true, but it's like, why would you fucking abuse that? I suppose it's like, if you give a young enough kid like just access to the sherbet factory, you're going to go bankrupt overnight, and you're going to have a diabetic or dead kid in the morning. But if you give it to like someone who knows slightly better, they know that they can dip their willy in the sherbet if they want to. They could snort it up. They could fucking do whatever they want with it, as long as they don't go overboard.
It is amazing to me, that there is that much love amongst these tweens, that this is $4 billion in valuation. Like, I could see like maybe a couple $100 million being in the valuation. $4 billion valuation. What the fuck? What are these kids doing?
I wouldn't need $4 for fucking Roblox, and they're valuing it at $4 billion.
Well, see, I mean, like, you've got kids who have abused their parents' trust in ways that were unexpected. So, like, there's a story of the one kid who used their Amazon Alexa that was tied to their Amazon account that had payment information saved, where she ended up ordering $3,600 worth of Barbies and accessories.
Ugh.
And her parents didn't know until it showed up at their front door.
But hey, you know what you should spend your money on?
On one hand, that's terrible. On the other hand, hold on, wait, there's a dog here.
Jackbox Party Pack 7 is coming out this Wednesday.
I'm excited. I am so excited.
Hey, and it's only $20 that you buy once instead of paying $5 whenever you see a new shiny thing popping up. This is what the kids should be playing with their friends if they had any ability to understand things that are good in life.
See, I thought you were going much darker than that. This is what they should be playing with their friends if they had any friends. That's what I thought you were going to say. And I was like, well.
No, I'm the voice of positivity here, trying to make things nice and happy. Meanwhile, we are apparently in Hornyland today, and that's fine. That's
I'm
good.
usually the horrible
This is
salty
just
one.
standard talking. If you want me to get horny, I can, but you're just going to hear a lot of weird noises and grunts. And my breath is going to get a wee bit more.
This channel? I need to say that I love this fucking channel. You guys are amazing.
We love you. But not in this Christian Roblox server, okay?
Oh.
Dear God, my sanity, it's gone.
Good Lord that art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, they will be... Never mind, stop.
Wait, the kingdom comes?
The whole, yes, all of the kingdom comes.
Holy shit, you guys. I'm gonna die. And it's all your fault.
Don't be like Mero and subscribe now for access to a new hero in Raid Shadow Legends.
Excuse me, thank you very much. I'm the girl with the 14-month streak on this channel.
Nice.
Raid Shadow Legends.
All right, let's. Sadly, we do not have the Brian here for our 7th inning stretch, so I'm going to have to wing it on my own. But it's not like I
Where the
don't.
fuck is Brian?
His internet hates him.
Yeah, he's having a bad internet day, which is
Fuck's sake,
a
Brian.
shame.
Right, well, okay, look, I'll make things up as I go along, right? We can do this. We can do this.
Okay, so we're gonna do this then.
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna do this.
Alright, you're just going to make up lies about Blaseball as I actually talk about things that did happen in Blaseball.
Exactly.
So here's the thing that I want to start off with. This happened. This is a screenshot that I took in the middle. So Blaseball, in case you do not know, is a sports betting simulation that also is a horror story at the same time.
Oh damn it! That's all my jokes out the window. I was literally just about to say that's Photoshop. Someone got beheaded last night, and that's actually a fucking possibility now.
Yeah, it suddenly became a fucking boss battle with the peanut god of all fucking things. And they abducted several players and took them. All of the players out of the Hall of Fame that got shelled previously are now the shelled ones' pods. They are walking pod creatures that serve the shell god and have been ripped from all of those teams to play on the team for the gods that basically fucking destroyed the Charleston Shoe Thieves, who won the World Series and then fucking got their asses handed to them. Luckily, all they really got out of being defeated by the gods was shame on their team and a lot of pain for those players in canon. But still, that was fucking weird to be sitting there watching your fucking baseball simulation betting game, and then there's a boss battle and people's lives are being stripped from them. Like, what the shit am I watching now? It has become Homestuck, essentially.
That is not. I'll be honest. That is not what I was expecting.
It's hard to make up lies for something weird like this. Well, go ahead.
Literally anything could fucking happen now.
Yeah.
What I want though is I want the Peanut God to be Mr. Peanut's ghost.
I've heard him actually referred to as Baby Peanut by several people.
Baby Nut's a different character. Baby Nut is now who's taken over the Mr. Peanut Butter brand.
I thought he was Mr. Peanut, like, reborn.
No, it's literally the Baby Nut.
Okay. As well, of course, the monitor came by directly after this all happened, so people are like, wait, are we supposed to, like, worship the monitor now? What the fuck is this giant fucking squid creature that wants to eat all of the shelled idols? Okay, fine. All of the pod peoples might get eaten by a giant fucking squid from the sky. Great.
I'm so perplexed.
Yeah, actually, in my favorite part, the picture for the Charleston Shells Thieves ended up being the woman that we as a group decided to resurrect from the fucking dead, pitching against the gods. So this game has gone full batshit at this point. Nobody is really sure what the fuck is happening at the moment. Somebody has picked up the microphone and is deciding to go all out and go wage a war against the gods. There you go. That is Blaseball right now. Weird ass bullshit.
I mean, like, I remember when I asked you, I want to say like a couple of weeks back, what Blaseball was. And despite seeing a screenshot and understanding now that it's a betting sim of some variety with a horror story, I still have no idea what the fuck this is. Like,
Highlander,
I feel like I could sit here for like 6 months and research everything and still not know any more than I do right now.
I've been playing along with this game since Brian introduced us to it. And I am not going to lie, I still don't know what's going on.
I literally follow everything that I possibly can with my free time for Blaseball. Blaseball is not to be understood. Blaseball is a thing that fucking happens, and you watch it and go, what the fuck is all this shit? There is a Blazeball fan-made starter guide, Josh.
It's on the wiki.
Yeah, there is a wiki that tells you literally everything you need to know to get into Blazeball. It is a good one.
I just haven't had time to read it because
Well, feel free to link me to it. I wouldn't mind doing this, but this is the thing: is like, how up to date then to be?
It's the people who follow Blazeball are crazy sons of bitches that make all sorts of weird media. There's a fucking album of songs about Blazeball. There are fan trading cards of all of the characters. There are Twitters of people who pretend to be the characters. Blazeball has a fucking bizarre community.
it's like a cult. It's without the creepy, Jonestown drink the Kool-Aid.
It is a
suicide
cult.
stuff.
There's gods that want to kill you.
So,
Yeah.
so here's my question, right? Let's say, can you just get into this casually? Like,
Yes.
could I just pick a team and then ignore everything else, and then every time the team plays, just watch the thing, and then just go, I don't understand what's going on, and then ask you to fill me in the rest, and just exist, because it's like I don't really want to. How can I put this? I don't really want to invest any kind of time into this.
The first 3 weeks that I was like following Blazeball, I really didn't read any of the side story or bullshit. I just kind of bet on things, and watched sometimes watch what different teams are doing, not as far as, oh, are they investing in sort of things or blah blah blah. Just hey, how are the players doing? Who's the good player? Oh, Jessica Telephone's a cool player. It's a neat thing. Jessica Telephone. Some of the characters in this game,
of course, the sister of Colin Couch and Peter Plate.
because the names
Jessica
are all
Telephone.
randomly generated. You get some really weird fucking names. The character that the community brought back to life, who was the first person murdered in the game, is Jalen Hotdog Fingers.
And soon we're gonna have Roosevelt T. Cozy.
Let's see. Some of the characters currently on the idol board. You have Elvis Figueroa, Wyatt Glover, Polka Dot Patterson, Durham Spaceman, Alden Cash Money, Brock Forbes. These are the community's favorite characters.
So how do I get Shaggle Cryostasis to be a character in Blazeball?
Actually, there is a way to do that. You can go to the Patreon. There's a $9 tier on the Patreon, and they allow people to submit random names that can go into the generator, and characters get generated all the time. So I won't say that all of that would get in there, but they may add Shagger into there, and then
No, not Shagger. Shaggle.
Shaggle.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd imagine they'd probably do that. There's a
Shaggle Cryostasis.
I think there was a character called Bloody Hamburger at one point. I don't remember his name anymore, but
There was also Eugenia Garbage.
yeah. There were the Marijuana Brothers, because 2 characters at the same time generated with marijuana last names, so that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love that turtle ball.
But that is your 7th inning stretch. I know Brian does that a whole lot better than I do, but yeah. Just
Basically, the
fun times.
world got scarier in Blazeball.
Yeah, people are dying. It's
And
fun
yet-
times.
And yet still I would rather live in Blazeball than in 2020.
Bless, you're not terribly wrong.
That was a great segue. Politics, guys. Woo!
Peter Parker is being re-imaged for the PlayStation 5 version of Spider-Man, the Spider-Man Remastered, as they are getting a different person to do the mocap in it. Why, yes, Josh Komar, there actually is a pitching machine, because the Tacos decided to sack their entire pitching staff, and somebody has to be a pitcher. Regardless. Yeah, Spider-Man has made this new Peter Parker on the right. Looks a lot more like the movie Spider-Man than the
Like,
older
it
men.
looks like if you gave Tom Holland steroids for like the last 5 years.
Mm.
Is it still Yuri Lowenthal that's playing him though? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Good.
They
So
just
this is
redid the mocap entirely with a new person, so they had to give it a new face.
What? I mean, I'm okay with that. I saw a tweet where someone was like, they whitewashed a white character, and I was like, well, I mean, he does look whiter. I will give you that. I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing, because the last time I checked, Spider-Man was white.
Depends.
I know. Well, Miles Morales is always called Miles Morales Spider-Man. Marvel for all the inclusivity bullshit that they do, they'll never fucking dare give Miles Morales the Spider-Man title. Miles Morales will never ever be the Amazing Spider-Man. At best, he'll be Spider-Man Ultimate, because they're too pissed scared to say, "Hey guys, a black kid can be Spider-Man. It's okay." Even look at this. We've got Spider-Man on PS5, and then we've got the new one coming out, which is what's it called again? Is it called Miles Morales Spider-Man, or is it just called Spider-Man 2?
I believe it's called Spider-Man Miles Morales, yeah.
There you go! Because they're too fucking scared to call him just Spider-Man. So Spider-Man, TM, is white. Miles Morales, or Spider-Man Miles Morales, is not white.
He's
There
the
you
new
go.
Coke of Spider-Man, as far as they're willing to play it.
This is like the new Coke. Yeah. So point is I'm alright with this Tom Holland lookalike. It looks like fucking.
Yeah, I'm not quite as butthurt as a lot of people on the internet are over this. Like, I understand that this isn't what you really wanted, but...
You know what I will say, though? He looks just as much like Tom Holland as Channing Tatum. So, like, look at that face on the right, and you could totally imagine him going, "My name's Jeff." So...
You know, fair.
I think I hereby would like to put the question out to you, Trev. Can we keep him?
I don't know. Do you want to be on a Ramshackle podcast weekly?
If I can find a way to escape from the day job to do this, then 100% I'd be down. But what I was going to say though is, like, look at him on the right. And wait, sorry, just to go with what Joshua's saying, right? It makes it confusing. Well, no, it doesn't, because you would look at Spider-Man and then you would look at the cover. Is it red? If so, it's P.T. Parker, white boy. If it's the black and red one, then you know it's Miles Morales. And I know that Spider-Man goes through a fucking 101 different suit changes. We're not going to talk about the symbiote Spider-Man, because that was back in the fucking 90s? Late 90s? Early?
Oh, God.
That
was...
know.
Like 93, 94.
Yeah, so, like...
That was back when Superman was dying and all that bullshit was going on.
So it's just like... What I'm really trying to say is it's not that confusing, because it's a comic, so it's pictures. Like, you know what you're getting in the cover. I'm just saying that Marvel are very reluctant to actually call Spider-Man Spider-Man. Like, even when they made Thor a girl, they, instead of just calling it Thor, they called it Lady Thor. As if they were too scared to actually justify, like, their inclusion. Like,
Yeah, like, the only one I've seen is, like, Kamala Khan. They will effectively call Captain Marvel.
I think they'll call Kamala Khan Miss Marvel as opposed to Captain Marvel.
Is that so?
Yes.
Well, fuck.
So, like, this is the thing. It's like they did that fucking what do you call it? The new Avengers, where they literally called two of them Snowflake and Safe Space, and they had one guy whose power was that he could Google things really fast. And,
Hey, that sounds like me. I can relate to this hero.
But he's also a wee cunt. I'm also trying my best behavior not to say the C word that often. I've dropped it like 10 times.
Don't even fucking worry about it. This isn't that sort of podcast.
But even still, it's like, you know, I know that most Americans find it more offensive anyway, but there's also
Like your accent takes it off a
And-
little bit. It bites the edge. I can't say
Yeah.
it, but you can.
Yeah.
so this is like my N word.
Yeah, basically, like you're allowed to. You're one of them. Yes, you can say the C word as much as you want to. I cannot, for I am
My word.
not that
Only I
breed of
know.
white.
What I was gonna say though is like you go with Snowflake and Safe Space, and then you've got I forget what the main lassie's name is, but she's like a very overweight character whose power is that she's got Mary Poppins backpack, and it's like I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to say, hey, it doesn't matter about your physical appearance, you can be a hero, and like Snowflake and Safe Space are two like twins that are non-binary, I believe, or one of them's non-binary and stuff. And it's like that's great that we've got this, but like you are trying too fucking hard to make this like because forgive me if I'm out of place here, but most queer people, most trans people, and everything else, they just want to exist. They just want to exist and not have it be called to attention. If you're calling a hero called fucking Snowflake in Safe Space, you couldn't be pinning more of a tail on the donkey if you tried. And Marvel are so guilty of this. Like, and the other weird thing is like, you know, so Miles Morales, Spider-Man. You can't just have Spider-Man. It has to be Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Kamala Khan can't be Captain Marvel. She's Miss Marvel. You cannot. They won't dare to have their main heroes be tainted by a minority in any way, shape, or form. But they'll do everything they can to make it seem like they're on your side and they're trying to do it. And I find it so false.
Marvel does go both ways here, not in the happy way that we all want them to, but rather like, hey, we're both social justice warriors, but also we're totally against that at the same time.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, I was Joshua is also saying the thing about DC fan. It's really annoying talking about Robins. Yeah, that is totally fair. But at the same time, though, like it's like what Robin? You can either say the girl one, and then it turns out there's more than one girl one. But then you can say one of the 18 white guys with black hair because Bruce has a type. Like, it's.
And I mean,
know.
like, there's also the fact now with the new comic arc that they just put out, which Joker?
Oh, 3 fucking Jokers. Here's an idea. How about nay fucking Jokers? And
I can't believe that they have made me fucking tired of Joker at this point. That used to be one of the best characters. You have run that fucking character into the goddamn ground with so many reimaginings and bullshit. I don't care anymore about the goddamn Joker. You see what you've done to me? You have ruined Mark Hamill.
I mean, in fairness, episode 8 ruined Mark Hamill. So, that's right, I went there.
Hey,
Fuck
speaking of giant chasms in the ground,
Oh dear.
Microsoft Flight Simulator has been really weird for some of its oddities that you find within the game. First, they gave us the 250 story tower that was basically supposed to be a 2-floor house. And instead, Microsoft Flight Simulator has now given us a chasm with the airport at the very bottom of the giant chasm. I don't think anybody's even certain how the giant chasm decided to form with the airport in the bottom. But, hey, there you are. We now have a chasm at the bottom. You get an airport in the middle of your realistic flight simulator.
I mean, it's probably done exactly the same way that we ran into the issue with the 220-story building because somebody misplaced a 0.
So somebody took away a 0 here.
Yeah, somebody just moved the decimals. Oh, whoa, what the fuck happened to this dude's plane? It went too far into the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, he found the edge of the world and couldn't come back from it, apparently. I believe the article says that he tried because he was able to get down there, but he couldn't come back out there's no actual way to taxi far enough, get enough speed, and actually bank yourself up vertically enough to fly out of this chasm. So it is literally just this gaping maw that is eating planes.
That's kind of awesome, though.
Yeah, in a weird way, I kind of love all of the oddities that you can find within this if you look really fucking hard. So it's hard to find this as like a negative. This is kind of a positive in its own
Do you know-
dumbass way.
No, watching this GIF, I just came up with an idea for a video game that I wish existed, and it's literally just Carmageddon but with planes.
Yes.
I don't think I'd mind.
Wait,
Like,
could we
just
take it further?
Yeah, well, just imagine like all of this being an apocalyptic wasteland. You dogfight over it, or you just shoot people on the ground. The only fucked up thing is like you would probably be able to crash into buildings, so you know fine that some sick bastard's gonna recreate 9/11 through mods, if nothing else. But I still think the main gameplay idea would probably be kind of fun.
Well, could we not make like Twisted Metal with planes?
Well, that is pretty much
Remember that
like,
ridiculousness?
that's pretty much what I'm saying. Like Carmageddon, Twisted Metal, but with planes. Basically, I want post-apocalyptic Mad Max dogfights in
Hell yeah.
planes.
Hey, our next article coming up, Activision Blizzard is closing a France office because, you know, they've only made millions and millions of dollars, given so much money to their CEO. Let's fire a whole bunch of people. Why the hell not?
And we wonder why there are delays.
Mm-hmm. Now, granted, this is just their translation and shipping and press for Europe that they've decided to close down. So there's no development being lost here.
I mean,
I will be back in about 2 seconds. Have fun, boys.
no worries.
Sure, why not?
All I was gonna say is like, Activision Blizzard really have just run themselves into the ground, right?
Yeah, you're not wrong. Like, their legacy has gone into the shit. A whole lot of the people from Blizzard even have just started up their own new company now because Blizzard isn't Blizzard anymore.
Like, do you remember whenever like a Blizzard game would come out and you would be genuinely excited because you knew fine that it meant quality?
I was never a big Blizzard fan myself, but I was always intrigued by every game that came out. Like, I would watch my friends play it, which I can't say that same thing for any other PC game that came out in, like, the early 2000s, right? I would see these games coming out, and they'd be stoked for it, and watch them, I'm like, this game is polished and great. It doesn't speak to me, but I see why it speaks to them.
Yeah, I was a huge StarCraft fan. So was my brother. Like we both loved StarCraft. I used to like enjoy the campaign so much. Was never a big multiplayer guy because I'm not that skilled at the game. I just liked, you know, I just liked StarCraft, and then StarCraft 2 came out, and I liked it. And then StarCraft 2 Part 2 came out, and I bought it. And then StarCraft 2 Part 3 came out, and I was like, I'll buy that too. And I've never played those ones. But like, and then StarCraft HD came out, and I was like, awesome, so I bought it. And I keep doing it, but then so many people are like, oh, you know, StarCraft HD is just a pile of shite. And I'm like, is it? Is it a pile of shite? I don't know.
Yeah, the re-release of Diablo 2 came out recently, and basically, here's the real shitter of Diablo 2. When they released it, they also canned the original release of Diablo 2. So you can only play the new HD version, but the HD version got rid of a lot of shit that people, like, maybe didn't love, but things that were in the original Diablo 2 that people would do. So that's cool. Diablo Immortal is still a thing that is going to exist, Penguins. That they actually have spoken of it recently.
Seriously? I haven't heard anything about this. Because, I mean, it's
What,
Blizzard.
don't you people have phones?
Oh, shush.
There was like 2 months ago, there was a little bit of news on Diablo Immortal. I think it's supposed to come out next year, was their plan?
Mm-hmm.
So it's still in the works.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean they won't cancel it. I give it a 50-50 chance, but still, they've got somebody out there on it.
Because you know fine at this point, they know that when they release it, it's going to get review bombed.
Oh yeah.
Like, no matter what. So they know that.
Mm.
And they're going to try and monetize and nickel and dime as much as they can because they're owned in part by Activision.
Correct.
So if you are a businessman who has all the money in the world, let's just name names. If you're Bobby Kotick and you're a sack of shit, right?
Mm.
If you're Bobby Kotick and you're a sack of shit and you want to have even more money than you already do, and you think that the best way to do that is to release a shitty cash grab mobile game based off of a franchise that everyone loved and reacted so poorly to the idea of there being a mobile version of, and you're trying to maximize it, would you A, cancel it, or B, invest more time and money and make no one fucking happy in the hopes of slightly increasing your revenue? And the answer is, it depends if cancelling it would make you more money. That's what it comes down to.
Mm. It's a good question. And I see both ways of them going forward, of either one, releasing it, because China is a huge market, and China is very highly on the mobile train. So they might release it just for that sweet, sweet China money.
But I could see them just releasing it for China then. I
Yeah.
don't think it will get even worldwide.
It could potentially just get released there. It wouldn't amaze me if they did so. There's been several mobile releases from major products that have only gone to China. So that's a possibility. They may release it here just to make that extra 5 cents they may get out of it. Hard to fucking say, but they are still technically working on it. It's not a dead project yet. Now, if we don't see anything or hear anything by next year, I'm going to have questions, and it might die. But we'll see.
It will die. The point is Blizzard closing the France office, they're not using their brain.
No.
They don't care. They keep firing more people every year.
Like, we posted record profits. Let's fire 8% of our workforce. Yeah. They're assholes.
Yay, Blizzard Activision. Our last...
Bobby Kotick, the cunt.
Our last full story of the day is that there have been PlayStation 5 teardowns. They have gone through literally all of the components and shown what it is. And boy, the PlayStation 5 is a fucking giant boy. And it turns out half of the goddamn thing is a huge-ass fan that they are saying will keep this really quiet for years and years to go. Because, boy, my PlayStation 4 sounds like a goddamn factory rocket launching at this point when I pull up Last of Us 2 at this point. So I could see why maybe they're trying to keep the heat down.
But the problem is the heat doesn't get kept down. It runs at 165 degrees.
Ugh. And the weird thing I hear is that the Xbox runs even hotter.
So basically, guys, don't try and run your heating this winter. Instead, buy one of these consoles, turn it on, and fucking bake yourself to death.
I wonder how long it's going to be before we see lawsuits popping up of I gave myself third-degree burns off of my Xbox or off of my PlayStation 5.
Well, who's fucking their Xbox or PlayStation 5?
I don't know, but I know it was an American. That's the reason why Canadian Tim Hortons coffees and McDonald's coffees have huge-ass warning labels. Caution, hot.
Admittedly, the lady did have a point. The McDonald's coffee thing, the lady was served coffee at 300 degrees. Maybe a bit hotter than should have been.
You go to Timmy's and you buy a cup of tea, the water that comes out of that spigot is $2.50.
Also, boy, this is a lot more work to change the orientation of the PlayStation 5 from sideways to up. Having to remove a whole plate and then move the thing so you can shift it onto its side or standing upright.
Fuck that. That plate is getting put in the fucking bin. Right? Let's be honest. Like, How many Wiis do you see with that fucking bit of plastic at the bottom of it now? You don't, because it got snapped, and that's it. No one's going to attach a plate at the bottom of it. It's going to get flapped on its side, and then that's it.
Yeah,
Don't
but you've got
fucking
this
try
weird turtle shell fucking outbox they have for it that just it's gonna just roll the fuck around if you don't.
And if you, right guys, if you need to change a hard drive, what you have to do is first you have to create a universe, then you have to have a PS5, then you have to snap off both parts of it, and then you see this big fan here. Well, I'll tell you what you do here, right? You grab it. No, wait, sorry, no, you turn it. And then you grab, no, you don't grab it yet. Right, guys, right, you ready? Right, you point at that thing, and then if you touch right here, then it gives you an electric shock, and it's really good. And you touch here, and it kills you.
Yeah, it's a bit daunting considering you need multiple different tools to open this bad boy, and I was going to use this as the Mr. Video Games, but I found one that I actually like a little bit more. But this is the greatest article name I ever found, and maybe the article was taken down. Fuck. Okay.
Oh,
No. Because it has the
bastards!
greatest article title ever. The PlayStation 5 console has a mysterious nut. And I loved it so much. Hold
Oh,
on.
the Wayback Machine. That is a good plan.
Eurogamer, I don't give a shit. Hold
Yeah,
on.
I mean,
the title was First PlayStation 5 Console Hands-On Reveals Mysterious Nut.
Yeah, it looks like they took it down.
Bastards!
mysterious nut.
Fuck
Yeah.
it. I'm Wayback Machining this.
Go for
just-
it. Please bring me the Wayback
This pisses
Machine.
me off so much though, because it's like, actually, see if you see the wee green thing there. If you right click the green, like the wee drop down green thing, you can get the access the cached page.
Did it? I am confused.
So, see how you've got the dots to the right.
Yeah.
So if you click that, if you click the green link or you click the thing next to it, there should be a wee drop down that allows you to access the cached version of the page.
Oh, I can't do that because I'm in my guest account here. Cause,
No, but you can do it on Chrome.
Huh?
Should just be able to do it, yeah.
I'm mighty confused.
Okay, I'm working on it. Give me a sec. I think I might have it. Got it!
Sweet. This is
God,
a long
it's so
way to go for a
researched.
dumbass joke.
There you go! It's in the chat. Take it. Run.
Take it and run! Don't look back!
Told you guys I have a black belt in Google Foo.
I wish I could remember the fucking Marvel hero's name now, but it's ridiculous whatever it is. But literally, his superpowers that he can Google things.
Yeah, it was based on me, and they fucked me over and didn't give me any of my royalties.
And they also changed your gender without ever consenting, like without any
Right?
consent. Fucking,
I mean, I'm fine with the whole gender bending thing. That's cool. No issues. But
Yeah.
where the fuck are my royalties?
I'm just wondering what writer at The Verge was just sitting there like, or Eurogamer, excuse me. Oh yeah, it was Tom Phillips. So now we know. Tom Phillips was staring at this like, what do you call that? Mysterious nut.
I mean, let's be honest. He's the hero that we need.
He knew that podcasts like us would sit here and be like, this is bait. Somebody wants to talk about the mysterious nut that's inside the PlayStation 5.
I mean, we all want to talk about the mysterious nut.
Listen, I knew a guy that used to work at Regal Cinemas, had a mysterious nut happen in his theater about once a week, and was not very pleased about it, so most people don't really love mysterious nuts, just finding them randomly in the wild, from my
I
experience.
mean, my wife likes the mysterious nut, if you know what I mean.
But yeah, all of the PlayStation 5 stuff is now basically out there. The only thing I didn't really include in this is that there is 10 games that the PlayStation 5 won't play from the PlayStation 4, and they're all games that nobody really cares about. Hitman Go is maybe the most known game from that list.
I mean, what about PlayStation 3 games? Oh, that's right.
It doesn't fucking do it.
PlayStation 2 games?
Nah.
What about PlayStation 1 games?
Dude, we can't make an emulator to run PlayStation 1 games. Are you nuts?
So look, I'm gonna be very controversial here.
Mm.
Take a PS5 and put it in the fucking bin. Because like they had their chance, right?
Mm.
They were like ages ago. There was all those rumors being like, "Hey, did you know that the PS5 is fully backwards compatible? They fucking did it. You're gonna be able to play everything." So people were like, "Oh, that sounds amazing."
Mm.
And at no point during that did they go, "Actually, guys, that's not the case. I'm sorry. We do have backwards compatibility planned, but it's not going to extend through the entire range of, everything. It's just going to be PS4 games." They could have said that, and then everyone would be like, "Oh, it sucks, but I'm still excited." Instead, they let the hype build up. They were like, "Oh, yeah, fucking, look at all this free publicity, all these people going, fucking, yes, PlayStation, ah!" And then they were like, "Haha, you've already put your pre-order in? Now we're going to tell you."
But Highlander, my friend,
PS4 games.
do you not remember the PlayStation 3 when it came out fully backwards compatible? And then
Yes.
suddenly they stopped. They just stopped being backwards compatible after a while.
I do indeed remember that.
This
I
is
would
just Sony.
play my PS2 games, please. I miss Fatal Frame 2 and Okami. I mean, granted, the remake on that was pretty good, but still, Fatal Frame 2.
Yeah, like I'm going to have to just go out and get a PlayStation 2 thin because I miss playing my old PlayStation games.
It's just it's such a pain in the dick, right?
Mhm.
Because as someone with limited space, like if I get another console, I'll be getting rid of one of my current consoles because I don't want to have 4 billion consoles hooked up. I've got the wee minis, and I've kind of got them almost set up as if they're just like a wee display because I like that.
Josh is correct. Limited space. You don't need a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
And and that's the thing is it's like, fuck that. Like just fuck that bullshit. Like look at it.
It's a hefty boy.
This
It looks
massive
like
unit.
And also, like, the fucking swell on it, it's like someone scalped your arse and you've just got a big welt. It looks terrible. And the fucking Xbox looks like a mini fridge.
It does.
You've got the world's biggest fucking router there, or you've got the mini fridge. Which one do you want? The answer is neither.
Nope, I'll just upgrade my PC more. Thank you.
It's kind of where I'm at, too. And people think I'm being a fucking fanboy when I say that I think the Xbox is a better bit of kit. But I do. I think the Xbox is a better console from a hardware standpoint.
Yeah.
However, if you enjoy exclusives at all, you're going to buy a PlayStation.
Yes.
Because Xbox doesn't have any exclusives. You can just Game Pass it and play on PC, or you can play on fucking Switch at some point, no doubt, dear God. and if Microsoft are smart, it's going to eventually end up on the PlayStation anyway, Game Pass.
All I'm saying is life finds a way. That
Yes.
Game Pass will end up on the Switch, probably through their xCloud provisions. That's my guess. Sometime next year, they'll be like, xCloud coming to the Switch. Sweet.
I think that might even be this year. I think maybe at the end of this year.
Wouldn't really amaze me.
If they do that, they've kind of effectively killed the console wars.
Yep. And also, what they should do is they should get Xbox Joy-Cons for the Switch.
Ooh. That would be amazing. Think about that. Like, or hey, if you could actually like plug your Xbox controller, Bluetooth or what have you into your Switch to connect, you can already Bluetooth as it is.
And you can do that if you've got one of the 8-bit do dongles.
Yeah.
There you
Also
go.
true.
See,
Yeah.
Joshua just said there the 8-bit do, which by the way, there's controversy. Is it 8-bit do or 8-bit do? And the answer is 8-bit do because they've got that fucking speaker that they released, and when you turn on it goes 8-bit do. So it's 8-bit do, and I think it should be 8-bit do.
I mean, yeah, because they mostly like do a lot of Nintendo hardware, right? It would kind of make sense.
But at the same time, have we actually been saying Nintendo wrong our
Nintendo.
entire lives?
Ooh, I don't know. Do you
Uh,
speak regularly? Who knows?
Shower thoughts.
Mountain Nintendo. There you go.
All right. Either way,
Apparently, me and Joshua are just best friends because we keep making the same jokes.
he has a way of mind melding with people. I won't lie at all on that.
Yeah, he's been really smart and stayed out of my head though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's scary in there. Y'all don't know.
It's not a
I
great
mean, I don't
place.
know. Like, if your head has an X-rated section, I'm into it. And if it doesn't have an X-rated, or if the entire thing's X-rated, how you doing?
Even better, right? Absolutely.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So
We-
that was our last story of the day, but as always here at Mr. Video Games, we can't go away from talking about video games without giving you your Mr. Video Games of the week. It's a story that we looked at and went, this is so stupid or amazing or awful. Some person, place, or thing did something, and you looked at it and you said, God damn it, that is video games. And our Mr. Video Games of the week is Gary Bowser, who has been put behind bars. Eurogamer! Are you fucking with me? Eurogamer.
Jesus Christ, I'll fix it.
What? Why are you killing your articles? I thought you were the chosen one. And here you are, 2 stories in a row that you fuck up for me.
You were supposed to bring balance to the industry, not destroy it.
Now nobody gets to know why Gary Bowser is going to jail.
Give the girl 30 seconds. Come on.
30 seconds? 30 seconds is a lifetime in journalism, Merwin. How am I supposed to hold out for that long?
Fucking Christ, you impatient git.
I was gonna say, like,
Take it and go.
so Diablo just said, looks like Eurogamer is the real Mr. Video Games. I want to just respond to that and say the real Mr. Video Games is the friends we made along the way.
All right, a hacking collective that spans several countries, led by Canadian-born 51-year-old Gary Bowser,
That? Sorry.
have been for the better part of a decade making hacks to Nintendo components, including the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS, to pirate games upon. Nintendo, of course, being Nintendo, said, hey, that's our fucking intellectual property, please fuck off, and have sent all of them from the various places to jail at this point for having broken intellectual property. They believe that they did not have any issue, as they were not actually giving away any of the emulation themselves, they were just hacking the console so you potentially could.
Yeah.
So all of Team Executor have been sued by Nintendo and are going away for several years for copyright infringement, and all of the money that they made making mods for the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS line are now fucked.
I find it funny that Doug Bowser has put Gary Bowser behind jail.
It's the war on Bowser's.
Do you think... What I want to know is whether or not Gary Bowser is gay. And if he is, did Doug Bowser phone him up and just go, "So long, gay Bowser"? And if he did, then does he know he's a legend? And if that didn't happen, can we now write a fanfic where that did happen? This is a legitimate question. I need to know. Can we write that fanfic?
I'm able to stretch my imagination pretty far. I don't know if I could handle that one.
Can you try for me, please? Either that or Joshua's got it here.
Yep.
Let's make Bowsette real first. How would you make Bowsette real, Kilvoran? Would you put the crown on Doug Bowser, or would you put it on like actual Bowser? Has anyone done fan art of Doug Bowser Bowsette?
Oh no!
I don't want to know the answer to that. I don't want to know. But at the same time, if you want to link it in the Discord, feel free. I'm never being invited back, Emma.
Now, I will say that
Oh,
I
dear
don't think.
God, it has happened.
What?
Uh, uh, guys, I'm scared.
What did you
What?
do?
Go ahead, check the Dead Zone Discord just a sec. I'll throw it into the 30-50 feral memes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why?
into this. This is amazing.
Sorry, guys.
He looks like he's gone fucking Super Saiyan.
Oh wait, we'll make this even better.
Now, Doug Bowser had nothing to say about this, but it was actually Reggie Fils-Aimé who was the one that brought up this very article. So, points to fucking Reggie for continuing to be the man even after you are no longer the man.
I mean, is Reggie still the man now? Because doesn't he like run some GameStop stuff now?
No, he does have shares in GameStop.
No, I think he's like now he's like the chief of marketing for GameStop now.
That much I
2
don't know about. He does, I know, have a part on the board of GameStop, but I don't think he's actually like, one of the real decision makers. He's more of, somebody on the board to help them.
Yeah, he is on the board of directors.
Yeah.
Um,
Which is a position that has less actual leverage than you might think.
Yeah, currently it is GameStop for board of director, and it's also he's started doing stuff with Spin Masters as well. He's on the board of directors for them.
He
as of May of
also has done teaching at what was it, New York City College, I want to say, something along those lines. Man's been fucking busy is what I'm saying. Ever since he left Nintendo, he has just gone out there and done all of the work, which is
He was
amazing.
also the head of marketing for Guinness Imports
Yeah.
in the US. I mean, he's got
Dude's
my
a
vote right there.
powerhouse.
Yeah.
I just I fucking need Reggie back because what I need is more Give Us Mother 3 memes.
Yeah, there really aren't any good Doug Bowser memes other than he's Bowser. That's it.
Or Bowsette.
Doug Bowsette.
Hey, anyway, that's Mr. Video Games for October 12th, 2020. Dear God. Josh, Galverin, Graves, fucking Coop, Mystic Matron, God, who else talked today? Spun, yeah, Spun spoke today. Penguin, Peter
Oswald.
I didn't want to know if I wanted to say his full name on a stream, so.
He's currently asleep.
Yeah.
He's had a very long
Don't forget Brian. Brian was here at some point.
Yeah.
Brian was here.
Brian was here. It's a shame he couldn't be here all night, but.
Oh, Pangu. Hey,
Pangu.
Pangu, thank you for swinging by.
Thanks everyone who came in and chatted today. We will be offline for the next 3 weeks, as I will be traveling.
Have you considered not traveling?
I've considered it, considering COVID's going on, but my family will kill me if I ditch them again, so...
Have you considered taking a mobile streaming setup?
I've thought about it, but I don't know if my friend's wireless is going to be good enough to carry the stream without it constantly crashing. I already have enough problems with the stream in a house with, like, what is supposed to be really good internet.
Yeah, that's fair. Why can't everything just be good? Right?
Then we'd have good Stadia, and I don't know if the world's ready for that yet.
I don't think the world will ever be ready for it.
Anyway, you know what? We'll go off Mick. Well, do you have any final words to give to our audience this evening?
Well, look, if you like the sultry tones of my voice, just listen to this stream again. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, I've got my own Twitch channel. I'll be streaming on Thursday and on Saturday since it'll be my birthday. And you know, I do voiceovers. So if anyone's listening, and they're like, "Hey, I need a voice. I need somebody to voice every dwarf. I'm your guy. I'll voice your dwarf for you." And will I do it for free? No, because it's actually my job. But I would do it for a good price. Aside from that, an actual like decent message is just let the grooves flow and keep it slow. See, no matter where you are in life, sometimes you're just trying to speed through it. And this year has been slow as fuck and hellish, and we all fucking hate it and we wish we were dead. So instead, how about we just fucking dinny? And we just chill out. And we all just, you know, try and shag ourselves. We all deserve that sometimes. So tonight, your homework, everyone out there, is to away and shag yourselves and treat yourselves nice.
Marilyn.
Okay, I need you to do like a guided meditation recording at some point.
Breathe
Because
in,
that was glorious.
breathe in, insert a finger, twiddle, hope you're still holding your breath, and release.
Marilyn, do you have
Now
final
remove
words
the
this
finger.
evening?
Do I have final words? Oh boy. All right, let's see how well I can rock through this because my brain is very quickly becoming mush. I will be back again on Sunday over on my channel, 9 p.m. Eastern, because, yeah, work is a thing. And so, as per usual, guys, don't forget to love each other from a socially acceptable distance. Wash your damn hands. Be the change you want to see in the world. And, you know what? Just be cool.
Your cock as well. That's just nasty.
As always, remember you can find us on our Discords, our Twitters. Every single episode, including this one, is on the YouTube for all given fucking time at CBGP Games. So if you want to listen to all of us talking about dumb bullshit, politics, and video games, and media bullshit, you know where the fuck to find us. We've got that Discord, and we're almost always active there and somewhat. And hey, we're not doing another episode until after the election, so if you're an American, for fuck's sake, go out and vote, unless you're going to vote for the Orange Man, and then I really recommend you stay home. Anyway, thank you all for your goddamn time.
Just one more thing before you
Yeah.
sign off.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say thanks for having me, guys.
Oh,
This has been
Thanks
fun.
for coming. This was
Yeah.
awesome.
I just wanted to make sure you knew that I appreciated. You know, I appreciate you both, and I appreciate Brian as well for his brief.
you'd
intro.
appreciate him more if you actually got to speak with him for more than 30 minutes.
That's what next time's for, guys.
Alright, thanks everyone for coming. Have a good night and a pleasant tomorrow. Actually, I should actually remember to do the thing that I keep saying I want to do. Let's raid our friend Koala Tums. Why the fuck
Hey.
Raid!
not? Everybody ready to do a raid?
Walla is a gentle soul and a fantastic human being. And if I see any of you fuckers mistreating her, I'll have something to say. And it'll probably be something like, didn't do that. Be nice. So.
Alright, I'm going to click that start raid button and going in 8 seconds. So anything else you want to say, it's your time to say it now. 3 seconds.
Shaggin, fuck off.
Alright. We should have raided Koala, I believe, now.
Yep, I've been kicked over there.
Alright, and stop